Hello and welcome to this special broadcast on ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. Superb and all-round performance from Team India as India once again roared back into the ongoing ICC Men's Cricket World Cup, beating South Africa by a massive run. Let's get you all the updates on how fans are celebrating this. Let's quickly get started. First up, let's quickly get you a report on how it all happened. It all started with a very trembling power play posed by Team South Africa at the ongoing edition of Cricket World Cup, taking Quinton de Kock's first visit, and that too for a very cheap number. And after that, the wickets kept on going. Now, this is one of the very lowest score that South Africa has scored in any of the one-day internationals. It was back in the year 1993 when South Africa came up with a very low score, and now coming back to the year 2023, this is one of the lowest score that South Africa has posted, and especially in this ongoing Cricket World Cup edition where South Africa has maintained a record of crossing 300 plus score and 350 plus score on different 4 and 5 occasions. Now today's victory, where South Africa could not even make 100, comes as a huge surprise, as a huge jolt to South Africa. However, on the other side, it is a double delight for Team India because Virat Kohli equals Sachin Tendulkar's record. So now let's take a look at Virat Kohli's report on how he equaled Sachin Tendulkar's record, making his 49th ODI century, and that too on his birthday. Let's take a look at this report. Indian cricketer Virat Kohli has been dominating the Cricket World Cup with his stellar performance. Virat Kohli added yet another feather to his cap. During ICC Cricket World Cup match against South Africa in Kolkata's Eden Gardens, King Kohli equalled Sachin Tendulkar's record of 49 centuries in one-day internationals. The star Indian batsman reached this milestone when he hit Kagiso Rabada for a single. His innings was started with 10 boundaries. In his career, he slammed maximum number of 10 tons against Sri Lanka, followed by 9 against the West Indies and 8 centuries against Australia. Earlier, Virat Kohli completed 1,000 ODI runs during the ongoing edition of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup against Team Sri Lanka in Mumbai. The former captain made his international debut back in the year 2008. Virat Kohli has accomplished numerous feats in the past 15 years. Virat Kohli also notched up his first century against Sri Lanka, and this was back in the year 2009 at the Eden Gardens. He has scored over 13,000 runs in 289 ODI matches with 4,900 in test matches. His record is equally impressive. He has gathered over 8,600 runs across 111 matches with 29 hundreds and 29 half-centuries. Under his captaincy in Test cricket, India won 40 out of the 68 games and lost 17, and 11 were drawn. Virat has led India in 95 ODIs, winning 65, losing 27. 1 match was tied and 2 ended in no results. Now on his 35th birthday, Virat Kohli equaled Sachin Tendulkar's record. This would be one of his best accomplishments, and Indian fans would now hope for more such exploits from him in the coming semi-finals as well. And now I am joined by Narayan Singh, who's joining us straight from outside the Eden Gardens. Narayan, how the fans are celebrating this double delight. Virat Kohli has equalled Sachin Tendulkar's record, and such a massive victory by Team India, defeating one of the strong contenders at this edition of World Cup, Narayan.
Truly a big achievement and a big milestone here by Virat Kohli, and scoring 100 on his birthday. That is his 35th birthday. Is a big achievement, and the kind of performance he delivered here, we can say kudos to him, because he's a man of the big moment, and in the previous match also who could have done it, but he left his best for this, and the few fans we are here joined by. So a big match. What kind of emotions were there? You are witnessing, you are watching the match in the stadium, and a big moment for Virat Kohli. So how you will define it?
Fantastic victory. The boys have done us proud again. And Virat, what a birthday gift. Fantastic, Virat. We are proud. They just need to keep this grit and determination. But they've given Calcutta, Bengal, and India a fantastic present today.
A fantastic presence to the India and the fans by the Virat Kohli. Sir, if we talk about overall scenario, the way India batted and they bowled, and they are going through a purple patch. Do you think till the final, the Team India can continue this winning moment?
Oh yes, they have to just keep their heads down and they will win the World Cup. We're certain.
So the fans are hoping that the India will win the World Cup. And one more fan we have with us, the kind of performance delivered by a bowling, no opponent is able to stand in front of them. How you look the way before that the Asia Cup and after as coming to the this World Cup, fantastic. What's the reason you find behind this performance?
I think this is a great bowling unit. It can get any team out for less than 100 runs. Let's go and win the World Cup.
Let's go!
India!
Let's go, India!
The fans are very happy and cheering. A few more fans we are joined by. So, what you enjoyed most? The century of the Virat Kohli on his 35th birthday, or the way Ravin Jadeja once again took the fantastic bowling spell he did, took 4 wickets?
It's 5 wickets. Jadeja has 5 wickets. And the whole, atmosphere in Eden Garden. That was the most memorable. And of course, Kohli's century is one of the best. And Shreyas Iyer's build up together with Kohli was the best, because the wicket was really difficult, but from there they have built it on.
So the way Indian bowlers are bowling, you saw that no opponent is able to stand in front of them. First, the pace bowlers are setting the tone, and then spinners also joining this. So, do you think if we talk about the semi-finals also, because our next match is just we can say that against Netherlands, it's of not that much value. So, do you think in semi-final also India will continue this momentum?
Definitely they will continue like this. Looks like this is the most dominant bowling attack ever India had, and this is the best team currently what we have in the World Cup.
Fans are saying that is the best team ever India has. And if you talk about one more fan is with us. So, sir, if you talk about this match, the way India is performing, and so far they are unbeaten. So, West Indies and Australia has done this. They remain unbeaten. So, this time, Sri Lanka also, so this time can do this achievement again?
Definitely. I think the momentum is great. Whatever we have achieved till now, the bowling unit, the total team performance has been fantabulous. And I think, as he rightly said, the team has never been so dominant ever. And I think the momentum will continue, and we'll go to the finals with this.
So the fans are hoping that our team will easily be there in the final, and the one already they are in the semi-finals of the tournament. So the way if you take overall performance of our team, whether it is batting, bowling or fielding, in every department they were clicking, and just like they were bowling, if you take a look at their bowling, they are just means kind of poetic type of fluidity is their bowling, and the way they are making runs is like a symphony of runs they are easily making. What will we say on that? This pitch, the way they scored runs today, 373, more than 300, not looking like a pitch like that.
See, they're being coached by someone called Rahul Dravid, and he's very common to this ground, and he knows everything. Might be after Sachin, he's the greatest batsman India's produced. So it's just that follow his orders, bat accordingly. He will face a difficult situation again with New Zealand or with Australia, but we'll win it. And we have the best team now available with the best coach.
So the best coach and the best team in the world won a great match between a team who was very strong in this tournament. One more fan we have. Considering the whole scenario, if you take a look from the start of the tournament, India was 2-4-3 in their first match against Australia, but they bounced. Do you think good vibes are in their dressing room? Yesterday we also watched the practice session. Good camaraderie was visible. Do you think this is also a reason that we are performing well here?
Absolutely. If you watch the best fielder medal ceremony within the dressing room, that's one of the examples that is really standing out. And the dressing room was absolutely this.
What do you think? What earlier feeling more of a team, about the pressure? Last time we won.
And now let's
do you
also go
think
across. Narayan, we are getting a little problem in your voice. While we will come back to you, because now we have a congratulatory message from Sports Minister Anurag Singh Thakur as well. Let me first quote the tweet for all our viewers over here. The Sports Minister has put out a very interesting congratulatory tweet. Let me read out for all the viewers. Here he said, "What a victory. Team Bharat has performed really well and set the World Cup pitch ablaze and also delivered an unforgettable performance. It was a boundary blitz as we bowled South Africa over, leaving them stumped and cheering our way to triumph. From power hitting to spectacular teamwork, our champs displayed cricket magic. Keep it up, guys. Let's bring the World Cup home." Now, as the Sports Minister say, Mr. Noel David, we are very much hopeful that Team India is going to bring the World Cup and rather let it remain here in India only.
With this momentum, yes, of course, we will bring back the trophy from New Zealand, from England, sorry, because the way the package Team India is performing, I think it's been out of bound. It has been excellent. The bowlers are bowling well. The batsmen are, contributing their contribution. So it's a package which the Indian team has at present, and they're blasting before the Diwali. That's what we need, and that's what the Indians, the fans, everyone are looking forward to it. And hopefully, semi-final will not be an hiccup, but the finals, it's ours. It will be, and we will win this trophy.
Mr. David, first of all, let's quickly bring our viewers a quick report of how it all happened, how India beat South Africa, and then we will also talk about the history which has been created. Let's quickly take a look at how India made it really, really historic at Eden Gardens for the fans. We continue to have Mr. Noel David and Narayan Singh also with us. Mr. David, when we talk about Quinton de Kock's performance over here, first of all eyes were on de Kock when he came on the field. But then he went as early as possible, and after that, the entire team of South Africa totally lost confidence.
Yes, we were speaking this in the morning. It was de Kock which we were targeting. I think the bowlers were looking at him, targeting at him, because he's the man in form with 4 runs behind his back. So I think they worked on his weakness. They worked what strategy has to be used against de Kock, and it has proven that get the early of de Kock back into the pavilion, and the rest will follow. And that's what has happened to South Africa.
If you talk about South Africa's lowest score that came against India, this was 99 that South Africa scored against India in the ODI format. And if you talk about the overall lowest that South Africa has scored in the ODI format, it goes down to 69. But that was back in the 1990s. Coming forward to this current year, 2023, South Africa were really fantabulous in this entire World Cup edition, scoring 350 plus score. But this is truly disappointing when we talk about South Africa's trembling performance today.
Absolutely. We all expected a fight from South Africa this match. Thus, in the after morning, we were speaking, that this game will be a scintillating game. The cards will be opened up, everyone will be glued to the TV watching this match because the 1 and 2 table toppers are playing this game. But it was disappointing seeing South Africa batting, falling like pins after de Kock going back to the pavilion.
Right. Now let's quickly take a look.
We expected a fight.
Indeed. Everybody was expecting a fight today against Team India, but they also failed to do so, which means India looks super confident for the semi-finals and for the finals also. First of all, let's quickly recap how it all happened through this special report that we have.
In yet another remarkable performance by Team India, this time at Kolkata's Eden Gardens, India registered its 8-0 clean sweep at the ongoing edition of ICC Men's Cricket World Cup Group Stage Encounter. In a clash that was seen as one of the most intense battle at this World Cup, South Africa trembled in the power play itself that started with Quinton de Kock's early wicket. South Africa got off to a disastrous start in the 327-run chase against India. Team South Africa were reduced to 35 for 3 at the end of first power play itself. Mohammad Siraj removed in form Quinton de Kock for 5, Ravindra Jadeja packed Temba for 11, and Mohammad Shami removed Aiden for 9. Shortly after this, the duo once again combined and removed Hendrik Klaasen and Rezi van der Dussen to reduce South Africa to 40 for 5 in just 13.1 overs. Talking about Team India, it was a double delight for the fans as Virat Kohli hit a century to equal Sachin Tendulkar's ODI century record, and India ensured complete dominance over the tournament. Kohli's century led the way for India, putting up a mammoth total of 326 for 5 in 50 overs. India came out all guns blazing with Rohit Sharma and Shubman Gill. The run rate slowed down as Keshav Maharaj kept a check on the batters throughout the middle overs after the openers fell. But Kohli and Shreyas Iyer soldiered through that phase. The stand finally ended on 134 of 158 when Iyer fell to Lungi Nagidi on 77 of 87. KL Rahul fell soon thereafter, and Surya Kumar Yadav then played an entertaining cameo, smashing 22 in 14 balls, and Ravindra Jadeja then did the same. The all-rounder stayed unbeaten on 29 of 15, while Kohli at the other end got to his milestone. He finished unbeaten on 101 of 121. Since then, the Indian bowlers have started off doing what they do best. Team India is now all set to face Team Netherlands on 12th of November at M. Chinnaswamy Stadium. Narayan Singh's report for DD India.
And now we have a congratulatory post from India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Team India. Let's take a look at that also. Prime Minister Narendra Modi said, "Our cricket team is triumphant yet again. Congratulations to the team for a splendid performance against South Africa. Great teamwork," quote unquote. Now let's go across. His tweet further said they have also given a great birthday gift to Virat Kohli, who played a lovely innings today, unquote. Indeed, this has been a really lovely inning by Virat Kohli, going back to Mr. Noel David. Now, Mr. David, South Africa rather, they were considered as one of the top 2 contenders, and this fight was supposed to be the battle for the top 2 at the points table, but now it doesn't look like. How do you see it? Because we were virtually seeing this as the finals game between India and South Africa.
Yes, everyone were looking at this because the 1 and 2 were playing, and everyone thought this will be the finals. But this happens. This matter, as we say, cricket is uncertainty. But I think South Africa will be looking at what they have done. They will be going back to the board, drawing out the way, what went wrong, what they should do for the betterment to continue in the World Cup.
Right.
To get into the finals, they will be planning a lot. So it all happens, but we look into it. But India, I think they will not look back from this.
Indeed, a lot of homework needs to be done by Team South Africa because they have already qualified for the semi-finals, and to make it to the finals, they really need to work a lot. They really need to decode the fantastic bowling unit of Team India and to make it to the finals if they really want to, because none of the team now stands strong in front of Team India. It is a clean 8-0 sweep at the ongoing group stage match of the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup. Now it's time to quickly take a look at the points table as well. What does the points table say after this fantastic, spectacular 8-0 clean sweep by Team India at the World Cup edition? Let's quickly take a look at that. So here's the points table in front of your screens. India stands at number 1 position indeed, with 8 victories out of 8 matches played. It has got 16 points and one of the best net run rates as well. South Africa still stands on number 2 position with 8 points, but 6 with 8 matches played and 6 victories out of those 8 matches. They have 12 points in hand. Australia is at number 3 position, whereas New Zealand at number 4 position. So the semi-finals will be played between the first team and the fourth team. This will be the semi-final lineup for the first semi-final. The second semi-final will be played between the second and the third team. So most likely it remains to be seen who's going to finally occupy, because we have more number of group stage matches left. So it remains to be seen who gets number 4 position. If it happens to be New Zealand or Pakistan, let's see who that can be, against which team India will be playing their semi-final clash. However, they've got one more group stage match left to play against Team Netherlands. That will be taking place at MH Chinnaswamy Stadium of Bengaluru. Bengaluru is currently facing rain issues. That similar thing happened with the last team that played the match over there. Let's see how the match between India and Netherlands panned out in Bengaluru, and how well prepared India goes into the semi-final clash. And with this, it's now time to wrap up this edition of Special ICC World Cup. Thank you so much, Mr. Noel David. And thank you so much, Narayan, for joining us and bringing us all the latest from ground zero, and bringing us those quick analytical views also on the stupendous victory of Team India. Thank you so much for joining us right now. Stay tuned to DD India for all latest news and updates.